You know the Lakers lost. The Spurs, we got the sauce. Ja, he did it all. He went off. Yo. And the Staples Center is gone. Hey, what's good, everybody? Your boy 2KJ is back. And you know I'm always in a good mood when the San Antonio Spurs, my baby Spurs, beat the Lakers, bruh. Bruh. I just want y'all to understand, man. It makes me so happy to see my Spurs win. And it's even sweeter when we do it at the expense of LeBron and the Lakers, bro. But let's get into this Lakers team, man. Because everywhere on Twitter, everywhere on social media, Facebook, wherever you go to get your socials at, to talk your basketball at, the same narrative is ran 24/7. LeBron has no help. Now, can we get to chopping this fable for a second? Does anybody out there want to hear me go on another LeBron James rant? Yeah, I didn't think so. The reason why is because you already know what I'm going to say. I'm the only objective LeBron fan out here. And LeBron is not carrying the Lakers. If you want to see someone who's 36 years old carrying their team, look no further than to look at Chris Paul. But the fact of the matter is no one cares that Chris Paul is doing this at 36. They look at LeBron, and every time he does anything remarkable, they will reference that he's 36 and that he has no help. But the fact of the matter is, no cap, this man, LeBron James, asked for this specific team. He's told you many times in his career, he knows what it takes to win a championship. He knows the pieces that are required to win in this NBA league. He has told you guys multiple times in his career, back when he was in Cleveland alone, he felt that he could carry his team to a championship. Couldn't do that. So he needed to stack the decks. In Miami, he didn't want Chris Bosh as his third option. He wanted a prime Carmelo Anthony combined with a prime Dwayne Wade to have the easiest trip to the finals. And he, without a doubt, had the easiest trip to the finals for 4 straight years in Miami. And you started to see wear and tear started to wear on Dwayne Wade, because Dwayne Wade is still a top 5 shooting guard all time. Whether he ranks over Allen Iverson, it's up to you. That's your debate. I'm not having that. We did that on Capping with the Crew. I'm telling you that when Miami was Miami and LeBron and Wade were LeBron and Wading back then, there was no question. LeBron was the best player on the planet, and he had the best team on the planet at that time. I don't want to hear what their record was before LeBron. Wade was averaging 28. I don't need to hear it. And I don't want to hear the Boston argument. Oh, Boston was a super team. Bruh, they won 1 championship. They won 1 championship. Only got to the finals again in 2010. And guess who? You know who. Kobe Bean Bryant broke them boys off and made them go back home, sit down, and think about 2008 again. Let's get into this for a second, man. LeBron ain't carrying the Lakers. He's stat padded. He's been doing this his whole career, man. All you have to do is put up 30 points, and the rest of the team plays like trash. Because if you watch the Lakers' possessions, if you watch LeBron's offensive set, LeBron dribbles the ball. LeBron dribbles the air out of the ball for 15 freaking seconds. And then he either drives, does his patented look at the ball, step back three, or he'll throw it to somebody who should be open for an open shot. But how are you going to hit these shots if you have no rhythm? If you're not touching a ball, it feels like you've got a freaking square in your hands. They're not involved in the offense. What offense? LeBron dribbles the ball or Westbrook dribbles the ball for 15 seconds and then they run something that they just came up with at the last second. Ooh, I'm going to ISO into a pick and roll, and then hopefully this guy will be open, but he hasn't touched the ball this whole possession. So what makes you think he's going to hit the shot? And then at the end of the day, you're going to blame people like Isaiah Thomas and DeAndre Jordan and THT to say, hey, these are the culprits. They're the reason the Lakers are losing. LeBron had 30-something points. It's not his fault. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm too close to the situation because I watch all the Lakers games. I got League Pass just so I could watch this Lakers team. And I almost went to that Bulls game the other day, but I had other stuff I had to do. This Lakers team is the worst defensive team I've seen all year. And there's some pretty bad defensive teams this year. I'm going to be honest, the Hornets are not impressive defensively to me. Sacramento is not impressive defensively to me. There's a few more teams I can name. The Raptors, the Pistons. A lot of these teams are poor defensively, but they're not as bad as the Los Angeles Lakers. There are so many open shots that they give up on a nightly basis that I can't even fathom how or what their defensive scheme is. They cannot guard a pick and roll to save their lives. Now, here's the problem with the Los Angeles Lakers, man. Along with their poor defense, they don't give a crap. It doesn't seem like they even want to be out there 9 times out of 10. Like they don't even like each other. And you can't build a championship team with no chemistry. Yes, that falls on the shoulders of your leader. And if LeBron is the greatest leader of all time, you guys call him the GOAT 24/7. You're telling me he can't get this team to at least pretend to like each other? When the chips are down, you guys can't even show some sort of camaraderie. There's no chance for them to even succeed when it looks like they've given up in the second quarter. Tonight, the Spurs not only beat the crap out of them on defense and on offense, but the truth is that at the end of the game, the Lakers already felt like they were going to have to go in on Christmas Day and lose again. It's only by the grace of God that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving aren't playing on Christmas. So far for the confirmed roster, the only star that will be playing for the Nets is James Harden. Now, we don't know which James Harden we're going to get, but I fully expect the Lakers to win on Christmas. But we'll have to see about that. The Spurs won. The Lakers lost. I won some money on DraftKings and on FanDuel betting on my Spurs. So I'm a happy man, bro. I'm not upset. I hope that the Lakers can get it together. I hope that they can get into the play-in tournament. Right now they're in 6th place, but that's probably going to be 7th by tomorrow. And by Christmas, I don't know, man. I'm not even going to get into the finer details. I'll say that for the next episode of the 2KJ podcast. I just want to thank you for listening. Go Spurs, go. Baby Spurs are on the way. Give us another 5 years and we'll be running the league again. Hey, shout out to everybody out there that's listening. Shout out to the Cabin with the Crew podcast. Shout out to the Oxymoronics podcast. Shout out to anybody who's a fan of the sport that I love, basketball. Shout out to anybody out there that actually has hope in their team. Keep hope alive, y'all. And I hope you have a happy holiday season. Please, please, please stay safe. Stay blessed. I love you. Take care.